I'm going to see if you can see my comments. I want you guys to be able to have this video and not be glitchy like it was in StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with it. It just seems like there's a lot of stuff going on. So, I'm going to make sure I'm actually live in the paint party and not, it says I'm live, but it's just been super, super difficult. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should be, okay. Oh my goodness. Guys, my dogs are going nuts. Okay. Finally. Okay, here we go. So it's not glitchy now. Oh, thank gosh. Yes. Okay. All right, so it's good. It's not. Okay, now it is. What's going on? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. If I go out again, yeah. What's going on? Technology, right? It's on here. See? Okay. Well, maybe it's just there that it just looks different. Okay. If I refresh. I want to be. It's fine. If you can't see, I will actually upload this video. I probably end up uploading this video to you guys via email. So if you don't get it here, you'll get it in your via email. Because I can download it and send it to you. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with our background. We're actually going to start with our black. So go ahead and get your 1-inch flat brush. Guys, come on, out of here. Get. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. Crazy. All right, I'm going to take my hat off because I'm about to get busy. So take your 1-inch brush. So you should have a 1-inch brush. You should have a number 8 brush. This is a number 5. It's fine. But I have a little tiny brush that I use, a 0 brush. But you should have a number 6, a number 8. I don't have any of those, but I kind of just use these intertwinable. So this one's a number 8. This is your shader brush, and this is a round brush, and a liner brush. You should have a liner brush, which is this one, and then my shader brush, and then my 1-inch brush. And then sometimes I use my 12, number 12 brush. You can have an 8 or a 6. They're both the same. One's smaller than the other, but it's totally up to you. So we're going to go ahead and take our 1-inch brush. Now, if your background is a little bit tinier, I would say use a number 16. It's fine. You can use whatever. But let's go ahead and start with our black. So we're going to go ahead and put our black on our palette. Okay. And usually in a paint party, I'll have, paint already ready for you, like in an in-person paint party, already ready for you. But the luxury of doing a paint party online is that you can just do it yourself. You can put it on there yourself. So we're just going to kind of start around our snowman with the black. And if you're afraid of covering up the lines, just kind of go around the lines a little bit like this, like how I'm doing. And if you feel, if it makes you feel comfortable, you can use a smaller brush to go in between. So I'm just kind of going in here and just getting all the black in here, taking care of behind. Now you can always just use or just leave it white. You know what I mean? You could just leave it white if you want to, and you could do it a different color. You could do a purple, you could do a pink, you could do whatever color you feel like you want to do. This is your painting. And you can do whatever you feel comfortable doing. Okay, so I'm just kind of going over the background. Now, usually what I like to do is I would paint my whole surface black, and then I would transfer it with white tracer paper, not the graphite paper, and that's what I would usually do. I would probably start with a black canvas, but for, you know, instructions purposes, we are gonna do just this, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and don't worry if you kind of mess this up over here. It's totally okay because I'm gonna show you how to do this when we're done. I'm gonna show you the little feather thing, but I mean, if you want to go around it, you can. Totally up to you. I'm just going through it with my black. So we're just gonna do the whole entire black, background black. And you could do whatever color you want. Totally up to you. And what I like about doing online paint parties is that if you miss something, you can come back and watch this live. If you just want to come and hang out and watch me paint and then paint it later, you totally can. Like, you don't even have to, you know, paint with me. Especially because it's like cutting in and out. It's like really weird. And sometimes I'll even do like a video, like if I need to do like a video, if it messes up or something, I'll do like an extra video and send it to you via email. Because sometimes that happens, like the live doesn't want to cooperate, and you know, technology's finicky, you know, these days. So if I have to do another tutorial for you, I will, but I think we're fine. I think it'll be fine. Alright, so I'm just putting more black on my, and I'm sorry about the noise in the background. My studio is kind of like in my living area, so where all the kids hang out.
Hi.
Alright, so we're just going to kind of go around the hat. Nice, come on.
What?
The dogs.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah, well, and like all the noise in the background. I don't know. Something's going on with the internet. I don't know what's going on with the internet. So we're just gonna, oops, I kind of painted over the little hat part. It's okay. If you don't feel comfortable doing the edges like that, you can just take a smaller brush. I'll show you here in a minute. Let me grab this smaller brush. So I'm just gonna grab like the little shader brush. If you don't feel comfortable like doing that part, you can use this shader brush or a smaller brush if you want. Kind of go around your little outline. And I like the fact that, you know, it's outlined for yourself to do it, like, and that's why I like to do the tracing. I like to have it traced before a paint party for you, because it's just so much easier, and it's not like you're panicking, like you don't know what to do when if you're not a free-handed, you know, person. I used to not really like to do free-handed with people because they would freak out. They would be like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. And so that's kind of why I do the tracing every time I do a paint party, because I know that they're going to, you know, appreciate the value of it being traced instead of sitting there freaking out because, oh my goodness, they don't know how to freehand. It can be very intimidating. So having it traced and giving you guys the tracer to do that, I think is definitely money for y'all, because, I mean, it's traced for you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to freak out. Oh no, I have to do this by hand. I have to do it freehanding. No, it's done for you, you know. And I show you step by step, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm showing you step by step. Hold on for a minute. Can you guys take the dogs to like your dad, please? Sorry, guys. it's just distracting.
Come on. Come on, girls.
Thank you. It's distracting because they're like, I love them to death, but they're like, Bella, go. She's like, no, Mommy, I don't want to go. She's like, no. You gotta go. Go. What are you doing? She's so silly. Like, she's laying down. Oh my goodness. Of course she's laying down. As long as they're separated, it's fine.
That's so mean.
Well, I mean, they're a little rowdy right now. I don't know why.
God. I'm gonna put these up since we haven't put them up yet.
No, not yet. No, no, no. Not right now. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Not right now, okay? I'm painting. Okay, I'm just painting the sides right now. That way it looks kind of even. And you could do that too. You can totally paint the sides if you want. Usually I do it last, but I decided to do it now. Just that side. Alright, so once our background is painted, which it is painted now, I'm going to go ahead and rinse my brush. We're going to paint the hat rim gray. So you're going to use the slate gray. Now I'm using a little lighter grade. I might actually just mix some zinc and then mix it with the morning mist because I couldn't find my slate gray, which is fine. You don't have to like make it a perfect gray. You can even use just white and black if you want to make gray if you don't have any. Okay, so we're gonna do the, oops, I put my finger on that. Okay, so we're gonna do the rim of our little hat here, and I'm actually gonna use a smaller brush. So, well, actually, let's just use, I'm actually gonna use my 12 brush. You can use your 1-inch brush if you want. So we're just gonna use our 1-inch brush. I'm gonna use my 12 because it's a little bit smaller here. So we're just gonna color this. And don't worry about the circles in here. We're going to redo those. And what I like about when you trace over your surface is that you can always see what's on the other end. And you're just kind of... Ow. Sorry, I'm taking a drink of my apple cider. So I hope you guys are going to have a great Merry Christmas. This will be the last workshop I will be doing for the year. So the next workshop will be in January. I'm doing this one again in January. I actually might change it up a little bit. I don't know. Like, I have several things going in January, so we'll see. So I'm just kind of following along with this line with my paintbrush. I'm taking like the side of my paintbrush here, and I'm just following along the line. And like I said, you can go ahead and go over the circles. We'll go over the circles. Okay. The door's open. The door's open.
She's following me.
Okay, so we're just following the berries around. If you need, like, how about you pick her up and take her out so she goes? Sorry. Distractions going on.
Distraction.
Apologize. So I apologize for any noise in the background. Okay, so we are done with the hat. Hopefully, yep, we're done with the hat. Oh, maybe this is gray up here. Yeah, it's gray up here too, so don't forget this part right here. Just keep the door open. Josh, Sorry. Come on, dude. Just keep the door open. Let her go out. Let her keep the door open. Sorry. Just keep the door open so she can go in and out. I mean, we have a new puppy, so we're trying to potty train her, and she's like, she's been doing really good. She's been going potty, going outside and going, so very, very good. Okay, so once we are done with the brim of the hat, we're gonna do the hat. We're gonna do the berries and the hat with the red. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my brush. That way we can do the red. So I'm using just cherry red. I didn't have a Tuscan red. I had a Tuscan red. I know I just bought one, but I just didn't have time to go and find it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this red up here. It's just true red. Actually, it's cherry red. You can use any red you want. It doesn't have to be the red that's on the paper. Any red will do. And I'm just kind of tracing the line here, and then I'm painting inside the hat. I really wish Zoom would have worked, but I think because there's just so much going on that, I don't know, it's just not working as well. So we're just gonna kind of go around the snow here with our paintbrush. So when we have a dry break, I will show you what I'm going to be giving away. I think I showed a little bit the other night when I did my Christmas in the city of what I was going to give away for this. Oh no, you know what? I did it during the tracing the actual design. I did give it away a little bit in there. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to be giving away. And since you're probably rewatching this, most of y'all, you're going to, I'm just going to do one giveaway. And then once all of the workshops are over with, I'll do another giveaway. And I'll draw names. So now that that's done, oh, you know what? Let me paint up here a little bit of black. That way this kind of stays congruent. What are you doing? Come on. Okay, so once we're done with the hat, we're going to go on to, I want to do my berries a different color. So you can use a different color. I think I really want to use a different red for my berries. So I'm actually going to use this deep red here. And I'm just going to use my smaller brush. I just had it. Where'd it go? Oh no, I lost my brush. Could have gone far. It was just right here. There it is. Okay. So I'm actually going to use this deeper red. I just like the deeper color red for the berries. I guess I could have done that. Actually, you know what? Let's do the deeper red for the hat instead. Or do like a combination. Okay. Because it's almost like a burgundy color, and that's what I like, that color. Okay. So we're just gonna come in here. And we'll go over this with a little bit of black, and I'll show you how to put the whimsical stuff in there, right? And I can still see the lines, which I like that I can see the line still. That way I don't lose my design here. And I can go back over it if I need to. All right, so we have the cherry, the berries, the red, the berries, a hat, and now let's move on to the scarf. So we're gonna go ahead and do the whole scarf red. Now you can do a different color scarf. Let's say you want to do like a teal scarf, or you want to do a blue scarf. You don't have to do a red scarf. I'm just doing red to show you how, just to show you how to do it. I'm just kind of dipping it in. That's not the scarf, by the way. Make sure you don't paint that. I almost painted that. I'm just gonna, I'm using kind of two different color reds. I'm dipping my cherry and my, I'm dipping the cherry in then my deep red because I want a different color red down here. And you can totally do that. Like if you wanted to two different types of red, you can. It's totally up to you. So I'm just kind of going over and I'm making sure I don't go over here or over here with my scarf. I could still see my lines, which is great. And I want to make sure I don't get, oops, too far up. You know what I mean? I just did. It's okay. He's going to be white anyways. I don't want to go too far up and get too excited here. But I am going to actually switch gears with my paintbrush. That way I have more room here. So I'm just using a flat brush here. And make sure that I don't go over here on this side over here where the snowman is white. So I'm just going to kind of curve it like this and go around the line. There we go. Do the same up here. I'm using my red. There we go. Super easy. And make sure I don't go off the side over here and down here. So if I'm going to go down here, I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush like this. And I'm just going to go right along that line. I'm going to ride the line with my side of my paintbrush. So I'm taking my paintbrush and I'm just kind of curving it that way. It's a straight line almost. Well, it's not a straight line. It's a curved line, but you know what I mean. That way it's, you don't like go down here where that's part of his, you know, his little snow body there. And then for over here, you're just going to kind of do the same thing. You're going to take your end of your brush and you're just going to kind of curve it kind of the same way. And we'll clean that up with some black there when I use the liner brush. Okay, there we go. We have our hat, we have our berries, and we have our scarf. Okay, so now let's go ahead and rinse our brushes. Now we're going to do, with a smaller brush, we're going to do the leaves on the green part of the berries. And then we're going to do the nose orange. And then we're just going to let everything dry. So let's go ahead and grab our green. I'm going to use Jubilee Green and probably green oxide. You can use the Irish moss, which is like a, I want to say it's like a deeper green. It's kind of like this, but it's a little more earthly green. But I'm going to use just green oxide. So this is just green oxide. I like the color better. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of the Jubilee. So the Jubilee green. I didn't have any Irish moss, but you can use Irish moss if you want. Any green actually does fine. I'm just going to put these two next to each other. And I'm just going to do this really cool technique that I like to teach people. Is just kind of dip your little brush. This is my shader brush. Dip a little bit in there, kind of 2 shades. And then when you go and paint, it will give you 2 shades of green. So I'm just painting the leaf. So I'm painting the leaf here, the little berry leaf. And then I'm going to come up here. Now you have a little snow on this little leaf here, so you're going to want to kind of take your brush and curve around it. And then make sure you dip it back into your 2 colors. It'll give you that 2 color effect to your painting. So it'll give like a shade look to it. So where you don't even have to do any shading. So you have like 2 different shades here. I mean, we'll do some shading here in a little bit, but once this all dries, but this actually gets you ahead of the game. Ahead of the game when it comes to shading, and you don't have to worry about, oh no, do I know how to shade, or can I shade? Will it work out? All those factors, right? So now we're going to go ahead and go do the nose. So we're going to do the nose. Now, on the list, there was not any orange on there. But if you have an orange, you can use an orange. But I can show you how to make orange. I thought there was an orange on this list, but there's not. So, ooh, bless you. Ooh. Sounds like you're getting sick, dude.
I think I might have got Dad sick of me.
Oh my goodness, the whole household's gonna get sick, y'all. No. It's that time of night. So now I'm just gonna use spiced pumpkin, but I can show you how to make orange, okay? So to make orange, I think it's yellow and red.
Yeah, it's yellow and red.
Is it yellow and red? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was gonna. It's yellow and red. I usually have like a little mixing chart. It is yellow and red. So if you want to make orange, you can make yellow and red. I'm actually going to use the spiced pumpkin, but I'm going to lighten it up a little bit with a little bit of red and a little bit of white. And then I'm going to put some white in it, kind of lighten it up a little. Make it like a lighter orange color. So see, it's like a lighter color orange. It's not so deep dark orange. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and do the nose. So we're just going to go over here and do the nose. This is the little nose here. And remember, this has a little snow on it, so we gotta like make sure we put the little nose. Okay, and this up here, it has a little bit up here too, so we're gonna just do a little tiny bit. There we go. And then we're gonna finish this part right here. And I kind of like to swoop my paintbrush with my flat brush, so I'm using a flat shader brush. It just makes it easier when you swoop, and it makes it faster too. Just kind of paint faster when you swoop it. All right, swoop, swoop, swoop. There we go. There's our nose. Look, he's already coming together. Look at him. He looks super cute. Okay, so once we're done with our orange nose, we're going to let it dry, okay? And then once it's dry, we're going to do our polka dots in our hat. And then we're going to do a little white on the pom-poms, and we're going to fill in all the white portions. And then I'm going to show you how to do the pom-pom here in a minute. But let's go ahead and take a break. I want to show you what you're going to be winning. And I'm going to have, oh, this is like a stand. So this little guy right here is one of my wood pieces, my Snowman Nomi wood piece. And it stands up. And I painted this little guy. You're actually going to get a blank paint kit. So I'm going to show you, hold on, let me move all this out of the way. Oops. Okay. You're actually going to get a blank paint kit. So it'll come in this little, nice little packaging. And then you're going to get a, one of my favorite, this is my favorite type of, and you see me painting with them. This is from Diverse Woodworking. These are my favorite paint brushes, and you're going to get a packet of these, and then you're going to get a primary colors. You're going to get full bottle bottles like this. So you're going to get like red, white, blue, green, yellow, orange, primary colors, and then there's secondary colors. So you'll get secondary colors and primary colors. So this is kind of like the gift that you're gonna win. And I'm gonna tell you how you can win this gift. So if you're watching the replay, you can win this gift by doing 3 things. So 1, paint your painting, right? Watch this video, go through the steps, paint your painting, and post your painting. So that's number 1. Paint your painting and post your painting. Number 2, share your painting with your friends and tag Piece of Art and Soul Studio in your painting picture. So tag all your friends, or tag me and share with all your friends, and you have to show me a screenshot that you shared your painting. And then 3rd, refer somebody to me. So I guess, well, share my page for one. And if you've already shared my page, I'll know, because it'll show up on my Facebook. But go ahead and share my page within that post. So like when you post it, put who, well, I mean, you're tagging me, of course. No, that's 3 already. Okay, sorry. So number 1, paint your painting. Number 2, post your picture in here, but then also post your picture on your personal page and tag me in it, would be the 3rd one. Okay, so post your picture in here, and then post your picture and tag me in it, tag Piece of Art and Soul Studio in it. I'll write all the rules down, and I'll do a big post after the live to let you know what you can do to win, to get your name in the drawing win. Okay, and then once all the workshops are done and they're done, like, and people have, they're done with their paintings, I'm going to give you guys about 2 weeks. Oh, you know what? Let's do for this workshop, let's do after Christmas, because I know it can be kind of chaotic during Christmas week, right? Let's do Monday the 26th, or actually I'll be even more like lenient. Let's do the 30th. So it needs to all be turned in by the 30th to get your name into the drawing. Go ahead and paint your picture. If you have family members that are painting with you, that's totally okay. I don't mind. Go ahead and tag their picture and post their picture and tag them, and let me know that you painted with your family, and it's totally okay. This is per family, this is a family like oriented, painting, and it would be super fun and super cool to see different variations, because not everybody paints it the same way. So I love to see the creativity, and I want to see like who has like the most creative, and I think that's what I'll do at the end once all the workshops are done. I'm gonna go in and see like who had made the most creative snowman, and I'm going to give you a prize. I'm actually going to give you a really big prize. So it's not going to be, it's going to be the kit plus something else. So I'm going to add something to that. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what you guys create. I think our gray is dry. So let's go ahead and go to the next step. So the next step, we're going to do little white polka dots into the hat. Now your polka dots might have disappeared. Mine are kind of still there. So we're going to use our white. My polka dots are kind of there, but I'm going to show you how to do polka dots. They're super easy. Super, super easy. So we're going to use our little brush again. So we're going to take our, I like using a round brush. You don't have to use a round brush. You can use the shader brush. It's fine. But I'm actually going to use a round brush because with the brown brush, it's so much easier than using the flat brush. Do I have another round brush that does not feel like it's been used over and over again? Let me see. I think this one's good. Okay. Drink of my drink. Ooh, there's hair. Of course there's hair in my drink. It's my hair.
Mom, your hair's everywhere.
I know. I do love me some apple cider though. All right, so let's go ahead and take it into, you don't have to use a round brush. You can just use whatever brush you have, but you can use a shader brush, you can use a round brush, you can use whatever type of brush you would like. I'm just making sure nothing's being like commented. Okay. Just making sure. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fill in our dots. So I have one right here. So what I like to do is I like to do a half circle and then another half circle, and then I fill it in. I think I have another one right here. Half circle and then a half circle, and then I fill it in. I think there's one right there. If you can't see it, it's okay. It doesn't matter where your dots go. Half circle and fill it in. I'm kind of just looking at my my picture really. Okay. One's right here. All right. So we're just doing our little circles that we had here. And it's okay if you can't see them, because some of them I cannot see, and that's okay. All right. There's one right there. And if you want to paint around your circles when you do the gray, that's totally okay too. I just do it like this because it's easier for me to do. And I'm kind of just looking at my picture too, so. All right. One right here. Let's see. Let's do one. There's not one right here. I'm just going to put one right here, just for randomly, whatever. Okay? So the randomly placed is not a big deal. All right, so we're also going to do white on the pom-pom. So I'm going to show you how to do this with the flat brush. I'm actually going to use a shader brush. What did I do with my shader brush? There it is. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So we're going to start from the middle. So we're going to start from the middle, and we're just going to flick our little wisps. So we'll start right here, and we're just going to kind of do a little wisp, all different types of directions. And you're just using the flat portion of your brush here. And I'm just going from the middle. I don't know if you can see. I'm just going from the middle, and I'm bringing it out. Like so. So I'm just kind of going from the middle and bringing it out. Kind of do like a wisp look to it. There we go. Oh, he's looking cute. I'm actually going to be doing this design on my windows. One of my windows. I have painted my windows black and a little white with snow, so I'm going to be doing this one on one of the windows that I have outside, so you'll probably end up seeing that project soon. Probably tomorrow. And then, let's see. You might need 2 layers. I think it looks great the way it is right now. I'm not going to do 2 layers. I'm just going to kind of move on to, I'm just going to move on to the wiggles in the hat. So the little burgundy color that I showed you, I mean, you don't have to do any little wiggles in there. You can if you want. But I'm going to use burgundy, which I thought I had some. Oh, I found my Tuscan red, guys. Oh, wow. That's interesting. It was in that little roundabout thing. I don't know if I have burgundy. I have all this other red over here. Let me see. Do I have burgundy? That's not. Or what you could do is you could put a little brown to your red. That'll make it burgundy too. Oh wait, I have... No, I don't. Okay, so we're just going to use the deep red. And I'm just going to put a little brown in my deep red. If you don't have burgundy, you could just put a little brown in your deep red. Just a tiny bit. You don't have to have a lot. That's kind of how burgundy is, you know. Made anyways. Okay, so we're just gonna do a little like, oh, you know what, let me get my liner brush. So I'm gonna grab my liner brush. We're just gonna do a little wisp. So you're just gonna kind of do like little lines like this. They may or may not look, might not be able to see them, but I'm just doing a little wisp. Just kind of give it like a different texture to it. And then we're also going to do a little wiggle lines on the scarf. So I take it this is what these little lines are for, and we're probably going to end up going back over with the black and white. I'm going to go over them with white, but I'm just doing this for kind of like toning purposes. So we're just wiggling. I'm just using a smaller brush. I'm using a liner brush. And this will kind of go over with it with the white and stuff once. It just kind of gives it a layer. It gives it like a layer to it. Okay, so now we're going to add a touch of berries for shading. So we're just going to kind of go over here and just do this a little bit to kind of give it like a dimension, like a different dimension to it. Okay. This kind of just gives it the shading that it needs. And then we're going to paint the eyes and the smile. So we're going to use black to paint that. I'm going to use my smaller brush to outline my eyes and my smile. And then I will go back over it with a bigger brush for the eyes. So I'm just kind of going over it with my smile, with the black. And that's what a good liner brush, you need a really good liner brush for lines like this. I like this brush because it's easy to handle. There we go. His little smile. Okay. And then I'm just going to outline my eyes, and then I'm going to go back over them, since I don't want to like get too close to the white part. All right, so we'll just do the other side. Do you need cough drops? Oh, I'll go get cough drops after this. Might help your throat a little bit. There we go. Sorry. Kid has a cough. It's that time of season to be jolly.
And sick.
All right, so once we have our mouth and our eyes, we're gonna do a quick outline of the scarf. So let's go ahead and go over the scarf. Since this is actually dry now, we're just gonna kind of do an outline, like a quick little outline here. I'm just gonna use my little lines here. You should be able to see your lines here. If you can't, it's probably because you use too many layers of paint. I always say less is more, so just make sure when you are doing this, and I guess I should have said that when I was doing the red part of this, is that you want to be able to see your lines. So be sure that you don't do too much, because I've had people do too many layers and they're like, oh no, I forgot my lines, I can't see my lines. And yeah, by that time it's a little too late. Okay, we're just doing all the little lines, kind of just using our liner brush. And if you didn't do the little lines, that's okay. Just do like little swiggly lines in your design here. Now, I didn't do all the squiggly lines for that, but I did do it for the scarf because it can be easily, like, you can easily lose track of, like, where your lines are at. And I'm just doing this real quickly because I'm going to go over this with some white, too. There we go. I lost the lines over here, which is okay. I just put like little swigglies here. He's looking cute. I like the way he's coming out. I love this. He's like super cute. And I like that I can keep him white and not have to like do any white on him. He's starting to come out looking really cute. I'm like really excited about this. I think he's like my favorite little snowman. Besides the other one. I have another one that I do. And I'm going to do both of them. But, oh my goodness. This one is just like, I don't know. It's super cute. He's super cute. There we go. We're just kind of outlining everything, all the little lines here. Make sure we're not missing any lines. Okay. That's a piece of snow. So, like, if you see me skip that, it's because it's a piece of snow. There we go. All right. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Sorry. Actually want to, should we make sure that looks like snow? Okay. And now we're going to add a touch of berry shading up here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do some white. So we're going to do a little bit of white up here for the berries to give them that like sheen. There we go. Okay. All right. Now we're going to, and don't worry about your lines. If they're not perfect, it's okay. Now we're just going to kind of go through and do some black. I'm actually going to come over here and do the black on the hat here. So I'm just going to bring it in with my liner brush and do some black outlines. Be careful not to put your arm on the wet stuff. If you have to move your design, you can. I always put my hand on the wet stuff. I don't know why. Ooh. So here we go. We're just doing the outline now. We're actually almost done. This took me like an hour to do, maybe like an hour and a half. So it's pretty good. It is a smaller canvas, which is not always what I do. And I'm starting to do more smaller canvases because I am noticing that I like the smaller canvases. I'm just going to do the leaves here. I do like the smaller canvases better than the bigger ones. Usually I do a 16 by 20, but I like the smaller ones. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of the black up here. Just going to kind of outline this right here. There we go. You don't have to outline all the way if you don't want to. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of the outline right here. There we go. Oh, I put my arm on it. I'm telling you, every single time. Now I'm not gonna do any. I'm not gonna do any outlines of the white yet. I'm actually gonna do green, so I'm gonna do the green on the outlines. That way. Oh, I forgot the hat. So for the hat, we do a line right here. To kind of make it look whimsical, we do a line right here, we do a line right here, and then I like to do a little line right here. It looks super cute. Hopefully you can see it. And then I'm actually going to kind of fill in the berries. So I'm just going to come over here and fill them in with black. That way we can see our berries. Ooh, bless you. Jeez, scared me. Ooh, okay. There we go. That way they kind of stand out a little bit, you know? All right. And this needs to be a little bit, there we go. I forgot the other leaf. Don't forget the other leaf. Okay. I like to outline the leaf because it really does help it pop a little bit. And it also fills in like the blank spaces that you have there. All right. And then do the other one. He's looking really cute. Sorry, I can't get over how cute he looks. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to do a little bit over here because I noticed that there's some white spots. And if you see some white spots, go ahead and fill them in. We're looking really, really cute. I'm actually going to do the do a pop of blue in the snowman's face, and then I'm also going to do it on the body and the scarf a little bit and do some white. So we're just going to kind of do a mixture of like whimsical stuff. So I'm actually going to do green first with the dots. So I'm just going to do little curves here with the green. So I'm taking this side of the circle. You can see that I'm using the liner brush. I'm just starting at the top and I'm doing like a half circle to kind of give it a different look to it. I'm just doing it a little bit. I'm kind of just mix it in. It might still be wet, and that's okay. All right, there we go. So I'm just doing a little bit of green. And you could do however you want. You can do purple, you could do whatever color you want for this part of it. I keep putting my arm into the thing. I also forgot that there's a little white snow on his scarf, so I'm going to have to paint that here in a minute. So I'm just doing little half circles of green here. Some of them are light, some of them are darker. You can play around with it if you want. Okay. Now I have a little white piece of snow here, so I'm just going to fill this in. Because his little snow fell down on his scarf. Okay. All right. Little white. And then you can take the white actually and do a little bit over the black a little bit if you want. So I'm just kind of just going over the black a little bit with the white, kind of what I did with the black here. Just doing little swigglies. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and now I'm going to do a little bit of blue. So I'm going to take turquoise. I'm actually going to do a little turquoise here. And I'm going to go over my little snowman's face here with blue. With the liner brush. You can use deep blue, other blues too if you want. I think it just gives them that little finish touch, you know what I mean? And then over here on the arm or the body. Okay, and then over here. We're actually almost done. So I think the only thing we have to do is the outside of here. Let me double check. Oh, there's a little white right here. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Oh, we got to do the nose. I forgot about the nose. So we're going to outline the nose in black. Oh, I forgot the nose. I was like, I knew I forgot something. I didn't know what it was. There we go. And then we just do the other side. And I'm just using a liner brush. And he's coming out looking really cute, guys. Super excited to see the final little... There we go. All right. Actually, that needs to be white, so we're just going to kind of come in here and do some white here. Okay, there we go. All right, and then he has a little blue underneath. Okay. Oh, he has a little blue right here too. And then he has white on top of his little nosy here. There we go. Just a little. There we go. A little whimsical going on here. All right. So now, since we're done with the accents and we're done with the white polka dots, with the accents, everything's looking great. Now we can do our border and add a little bit of the green to our border. Now you don't have to add green, you can add teal if you want to add teal. I'm actually going to use my I think I might actually use my flat brush. So I'm going to use my flat brush and I'm just going to dip it in the green, and we're just going to do a little bit of whimsical here. Got a little gray right there. It's okay. So I'm just going to take my brush and just do little whimsical pieces here. So I'm just taking the flat portion of my brush and I'm just kind of just doing a little whimsical touch to it. Like around the hat, maybe some down here, like this. That's good for green. And then if you want to do a little bit of white, you can do a little bit of white. So you can do some white, like if you want to do a little bit of white, you can do a little bit of white. And I'm just taking the edge of my brush here. Okay, there we go. A little whimsical going on here. All right. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and add another layer to our pom-pom. So we're just going to go ahead and add another white layer to our pom-pom. That way it kind of stands out a little more. I'm just using the flat portion of my brush. There we go. Looks a lot better. Okay. And then our little white eyes. So we're just going to make sure we fill our white eyes in. There we go. It says blob on some dabs of white paint to make the little clusters. Okay, so like what I like to do is sometimes I use a toothbrush, but you can also use just a paintbrush and just go on the back of your, just kind of tap the back of your paintbrush here to make the background have a little bit of stripes to it. You know, little. If you want to, you don't have to do it like that. If you want to use a toothbrush, you can use a toothbrush, but I usually just tap it. And there we go. All right, and then I'm actually going to use some glitter for the snow. So, and you can use Snow Tex or you can use glitter. I like to use glitter because I love glitter. Glitter is fun. If I can find my glitter, what did I do with it? I don't even think I added glitter last night when I did the Christmas painting. We did a Christmas in the City painting last night. I don't think I add glitter. Where's my glitter? I put it back. I did. Okay, so I used the holographic crystal ball glitter here. I really like this because it's holographic. It's, you know, easy to use. I just use my finger. I don't even like use a paintbrush. So it does come out chunky, and that's why I want to use it for the snow on here. So I'm just going to use it for the snow right here. to kind of give it a little sheen going on here. Make it look magical. So magical. Oh, looks like I got a piece of my something in here. Okay. So I'll just put it on the snow, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the snow down here. Okay. Like a little snow right here. And then a little snow right here. Okay. There we go. Oh, there's snow right here too. And little snow right here. All right, so there we have it. Don't forget to use your napkin. I got these little snowman napkins. They're so cute. There you go. There you have it. There is our little snowman. He is looking cute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and post what the rules are for you to get into the drawing. You have to complete your painting, number 1. Oh, I forgot a little thing of snow. Oh. And yeah. There you go. We'll just do a little dot. Ooh, that's a lot. That's okay. It's just snow. You can let it goop on there. There we go. So one thing you have to do is just, well, number 1, paint your painting. Number 2, post your painting in the group. And then number 3, post your painting on your personal page and tag Piece of Art and Soul Studio to it. So I'm super excited to see what you create. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.